Let's be clear here what we're talking about. We're going to get to some names in just a minute. But are we talking here about a long-term play that in the various subsectors of clean energy is going to play out not over the next 6 months necessarily, but over the next 6 to 10 to 20 years?
Yeah, no, this time clean energy is for real. There's been a lot of false starts. And, we like to call it clean energy, not alternative energy, because we think it's not an alternative anymore. It's for real. So we think this is a real change that will last a long time, and that investors need to be positioned and have exposure.
So what makes it for real this time, number one? And I come back to my earlier question. Are we talking about short-term plays here or plays that are going to make you richer over years?
Yeah, we care more about being richer over years, but we do see a short-term trade, at least into year-end, around the potential Biden clean energy tax credits, which could really turbocharge the growth in the space further. They already have a lot of benefits, but this could be kind of a real big further boost to the sector.
Are these tax credits? Is that largely what we're talking about here?
That's right. These are the PTC, the ITC for wind and solar, potentially a tax credit for batteries on their own. And some others.
You look at 5 subsectors of what you call the clean energy space: residential solar, inverters and batteries, hydrogen, panels, that would be solar panels, I assume, and offshore wind. And you have picks in several of them. Why don't we start with residential solar, what you like there, and you see batteries and EV adoption as a key to this sector.
Yeah, that's right. So as we see more and more EVs, and we see people putting batteries on their home, we think the home is going to be, and we call it distributed power, is going to be a very big growth thematic. People are going to care more about basically using energy in their home than going to the gas station for it. So we think there's going to be tremendous growth in that space. And there's 2 leaders right now, Sunrun and Sunnova, that we both like. It's a pretty fragmented space, which we think is good because there's a lot of opportunity, not just for the whole thing to grow, but for each of them to take more share.
This, Steve, always raises questions about storage, and we're experiencing this now. There's going to be more disruptions to the power grid than ever, and distributed solar would be a great solution if we could actually have great battery and cheap battery technology to store it. So should investors be looking to play this theme now or wait a few years?
Yeah, no, batteries are definitely a huge theme. And there's just the one problem right now is there's not a lot of opportunities in the market to play them. So it's a bit of a tough way to get exposure right now. But people like the inverter companies, which historically were very focused on just making solar. They're kind of the brains of solar. Both SolarEdge and Enphase are now going to be selling batteries as part of the product, and we see a lot of growth for their product, both not just new customers, but actually upgrading existing solar so that you can store it as well.